When the doors open at Apple stores this Saturday morning, there's certain to be a crush of people eager for an iPad. Hype over the new tablet computer has been building since Steve Jobs unveiled it January 27th.
And we call it the iPad.
Back then, we got our hands on one. Reading on this device seems much more like a natural print experience. Since then, Apple has kept the device largely under wraps, sharing it only in the past week or so with a very few tech reviewers and the cast of a TV sitcom.
His last wish was an iPad.
In an ambitious act of product placement, last night's episode of ABC's Modern Family was all about the iPad.
Oh my God, you got it! All this time I said I didn't care, but I do care. I care so much.
On Saturday, when real consumers start buying the iPad for $499 and up, we'll begin to see whether Apple has changed the world one more time.
It's great, and if you're into Apple, it's even more exciting.
I think it's a complete waste of money.
Enthusiasts are focusing on what it can do. Its nearly 10-inch screen can be used to watch movies and play games. It will run 150,000 apps, small programs created for the iPhone, and it can be held comfortably for reading.
I think this will basically be your new newspaper and your new stack of magazines.
iPad doubters are focusing on what it doesn't do. It doesn't have a camera. My cell phone has a camera, my laptop has a camera, and it doesn't have a real keyboard, as plenty of cell phones do.
You know, this one actually has a physical keyboard, which a lot of people still want, and the iPad doesn't. So it's hard to imagine why you necessarily need to switch from this to this.
Less than a decade ago, the iPod was a similarly new device that took a while to catch on. In 2002, just 376,000 were sold. Last year, Apple sold more than 54 million iPods. Apple's clearly hoping the iPad will do something similar.
Oh, who's ready for the first day of the rest of their lives?
Undoubtedly, for some, that day will arrive on Saturday. John Blackstone, CBS News, San Francisco.